Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is the Geek Slays, and welcome back to the Scuffed As Podcast, episode 157. We're here with Wonder and a beardless geek, and I hate it, and it really hurts. How you doing, Wonder?
Better now that I got food.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. This man abandoned me tonight to go play darts. He told me he needed me, and then he didn't need me. He abandoned me.
I never know what's going on in my league, so...
I know.
Trust me, I much would have rather preferred you be there.
I can be funny sometimes, so that helps.
Well, not only that, we probably would have won, so...
I don't know. I can't promise much. I promise you one win, because I've never been shut out, so...
We would have won.
Oh.
I'm not shitting.
Ouch. That's tough. Oh, let me guess. You tied and went to the 501?
Yep.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I got all offended when you sent me that text. I looked at Rena and I was like, why the fuck did I even buy darts? Like, what was the point?
Well, you and I will throw darts.
I'm sure.
Like what we did the other night where we just went out and threw darts and shit.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure.
Next year you're definitely going to need them because you're going to be a full-time member, hopefully.
Yeah. I can already tell you there will be a couple of weeks where I won't make it.
Right, that's fine. I mean, there'll probably be a few weeks where I can't make it.
Oh, I'm sure.
It just depends on how my record is doing. If my record's really good, I don't miss weeks.
Well, the 1 week you might miss anyways.
Oh, right.
Because it was officially announced today. Twitchcon 2023, the US version, the Europe version was already announced. It's going to be in Paris. I'm big sad. Apparently that's what Case Mac's trying to plan to go to this year instead of the Vegas one. I was like, man, I'd love to go to Paris. Except I'm poor. How the fuck do I get there? The flight would have cost as much as my flight and hotel room to Vegas. But yeah,
there we go. You might have a stream that pops off, and all of a sudden you're a millionaire.
Well, if that happens, then I guess I'm going to Paris. Maybe actually. Can I even go to Paris? Even if my passport gets here, like, can I go? When is TwitchCon? TwitchCon is still just showing off last year's stuff. That's tough. At least their website is. So let's check TwitchCon's Twitter. TwitchCon Paris, July 8th and 9th. I could go if I magically got rich. I could go to Paris.
So, I mean, if you're a millionaire and TwitchCon said, hey, we're having it tomorrow.
Well,
you could probably pull some strings and...
Well, you know, if we could just pop off and hit partner by then, maybe Twitch would fly me out anyways, so.
Fair enough.
It is what it is, you know, but yeah. I was talking about that, already planning that this is gonna make me sound fat, but maybe you'll agree to go when I say this. I'm planning to make reservations as soon as I can to go to Hell's Kitchen while I'm there. Yeah. That is going to be the most expensive meal I've ever had, but it's so going to be worth it.
Yeah, it'll be worth it.
I'm pumped. I was looking at all the different stuff. I was like, well, do I want to go to Hell's Kitchen? Do I want to go to Gordon Ramsay's, the Ramsay Steakhouse? And then I looked at the prices, and yikes, Ramsay's Steakhouse is insane. Hell's Kitchen's not that bad. Oh, you sneezed. I was like, you were gonna say something, and then you didn't. What's going on?
I expect Ramsay's kitchens to be expensive because, I mean, they're supposed to be the best in the world.
Oh, yeah.
So
the two appetizers that I'd want to try, one of them is $27, the other one is $30. Pan-seared scallops for $27, lobster risotto is $30.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds so good.
And
I'm
then
actually eating like a little shrimp chip cup thingy. I don't know what to call it.
nice. But also,
Like,
the actual thing I would eat there, though, my entree is a $70 entree.
oh,
Yeah, yeah. The beef Wellington is $70.
yikes!
Filet mignon is 61. Dry aged New York strip is 80. So that's good. Just a side from this place is $15. It's gonna be worth it, I hope.
Oh, I'm sure.
Also, more importantly, especially if you end up going. And by the way, anyone who watches this episode, make sure to tweet at Wonder that he needs to go. I want to convince him to go with me. I think it'll be fun.
It'll just depend on what the circumstances are when we get closer. Because it's in what, October?
Yeah, the very end of October, I believe.
Well, I can tell you one thing: if I don't draw anything again like I did this year,
You're gonna go.
like,
Fuck it, I'm going.
Keeping me here. I'm going.
That's valid.
Plus, I should have quite a bit of vacation time, hopefully, by then.
Yeah, so I'm going to be gone for 5 days. I'm flying out the 19th of October, flying back in on the 24th. So I get 1 extra day in Vegas. But also, the way I laid this out, there are 3 different days where we could go to a Raiders game if they're at home that week. All they have to do is be at home. Whether it's Thursday, Sunday, or Monday, it would be fine. And somebody was like, how are you going to be able to afford that? Dude, just buy a nosebleed ticket. They're like $30. And then just go stand somewhere. Once you're in the stadium, the security is not that tight. You're already in. Like, they don't care where you go once you're in. It's about whether you're allowed in or not.
Yeah, it's basically like a Wyoming game.
Yep, kinda.
Buy the cheapest ticket you can,
and then just
get it.
Yeah,
go stand in the student section.
Yep, whatever it takes. Also, I could take you to an In-N-Out, which would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I've never experienced that yet.
Hopefully this year is the year. I don't know.
We'll try that, I guess.
Shit. I guess we could probably get you to In-N-Out anyways this year. Maybe I'll just convince you to go with me to Denver on a Sunday. A very specific Sunday. There's this team that wears this purple and gold color that's making a trip to Denver. That one, without a doubt, I'm at. I don't care. I'm there. I'm going. I will see the Vikings live in 2023, which will be great. First time since 2016.
Yeah.
No. Wait. Yeah, 2016, because 2015 was the time I saw him before that. It has been 7 years. It's big sad. It's big sad. Oh, so, yeah, I don't really have a plan for what to talk about. So, anything interesting happening in your world lately?
Not a ton, just doing a lot of work and trying not to kill my coworkers, and we technically drank at work today.
Oh no, that's illegal.
We had bourbon at but we had bourbon at work today because we celebrated getting rid of a shitty board member. So
nice, interesting.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a good time. It's a good time. Maybe we'll get a raise now. I mean, that would be awesome.
You've only been there like a month.
Well, I mean, we don't get paid that well, but I mean, all I want is $4,000 a month. That's all. That's all I want.
That's it.
Nothing. That's not too bad. I mean, I don't feel like that's for what we do. $4,000 a month is still less than any other place.
Yeah.
that regards what we do.
Yeah.
So
I've seen this on Twitter real quick, and I know you're not on Twitter a lot.
No.
So you were never going to reply to this on Twitter, so we're going to get it here. It was a Twitter thread of quote this tweet with 10 artists you consider your favorites. No particular order, whatever. So I gave my 10. Mindy, Wednesday and Flixo, Emerson Corleone, Kennedy, MGK, Juice WRLD, Sleeping with Sirens, Nickelback, Linkin Park, and Eric Church. Who are your 10 favorite musical artists?
You know, at the moment, I don't think I could even name 10 names.
Ouch.
That I could,
Well, I mean, I just named you 11, technically.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
out of that 11, that's probably 8 of those would probably be one of my...
That's valid. Let me guess. Juice WRLD and Sleeping with Sirens would be the 2 you leave off?
Probably not.
Oh.
I don't mind music.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm a very diverse musical person.
Same. Do you know how hard it was to come up with 10 names to put on a list?
Right. So, my playlists are I mean, it'll be like hard rock.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be some rap. Not a ton of rap, but there's some. There's quite a bit of country. There's a lot of acapella. I don't know why I like acapella so much.
Yeah, that's weird. See, I'm like the exact opposite when it comes to that.
Yeah, I don't know. Different world. You grew up a baseball player. I grew up a
That's true.
Everything player.
Well, see, baseball, basketball, soccer, football. You focused. You played a lot of sports, but of the ones I just listed, you only played one of those. You weren't a soccer guy. You weren't a baseball guy. You weren't a basketball guy.
Could have been.
Maybe. You were a wrestler, a track star, and a footballist.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, I could. I played. Soccer, intramural soccers, and basketballs and baseballs. I have a pretty good. Even volleyball. I have a feeling
Baseball, I still doubt.
There's only a few sports. I don't know about baseball. I'm decent at baseball.
Mostly because, there are two sides to that sport. The offensive side and the defensive side. You have power. You have, I'm not trying to be rude, but a very low contact rate. You're not hitting the ball that often. Now, if you catch it, it's going far. But
also think of it this way. Say I practice for a couple months at baseball. That's
I'm not giving you a couple months. It'll take more than that. Hitting a baseball is the hardest thing you can do in any sport.
Right. I get that. But basically it's just like anything else. It comes down to fundamentals and technique.
That's fair.
And I'm very quickly about picking up on fundamentals and technique.
And as you could tell by the last time we went out and did some batting practice, you were more pop and less contact, and I was more contact and less pop. I could not get one out. I'm just drilling them into the gap because that's what I focused on always. It was I just need to put the ball out there.
Part of that had to be because we were throwing for each other. There was neither one of us were very consistent. I just swung at everything.
Yeah.
You wouldn't swing at everything.
I can't do that. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to smack them. So.
Until the very end when I was getting pissed off because I couldn't lift it. For whatever reason, I'm just hitting line drives. I could not lift shit.
Yeah.
So at the end, I was getting pissed off, just fucking swinging wild at everything. It did not work.
It took me a few times, but the one when I did finally,
you gave that German Shepherd a new toy. That was pretty great. Yeah, dog walked by later and picked up the ball. That's the next thing I have to. Well, sometime before this summer, I got to go buy a bucket of balls so we can go.
That's fair. Well, that was also part of our issue. The one good hard ball we had.
Yeah, we only had two baseballs,
and it was gone.
Yeah, the one good ball we had, he lost, and then a dog stole it.
Yeah. So, and then the other two were super soft, and it's really hard to get, distance on a real soft baseball. So, yeah, it was fun.
Uh-oh.
It was fun. Spaghetti-O.
Okay. No, it is. I don't know who this is. No, I saw Rest in Peace Tim trending, and I didn't know who that was about. It was about, I believe that's the St. Louis Cardinals play-by-play guy, or had been for a long time. So that's sad, but I don't know who that is. So it's just sad. I didn't know who it was, because Twitter's kind of dumb. It says "Rip Tim," and then it's trending in sports. It's like there's a lot of Tims. Which Tim? Which Tim? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when you said Tim, I was thinking Tim the Tap Man. I was like, did he finally have a heart attack?
Jeez, rude.
That guy eats some shit on stream, even.
Yeah, but he also works out more than either of us, so,
Yeah, well, that's how your heart explodes.
No, steroids. That's how your heart explodes. Yeah. Man, I don't know did you see my, The Dream tweet? I can't remember if you did or not. It was a tweet that just said "The Dream" and then had a picture.
What was the picture of, though?
Lamar Jackson in a Vikings uniform.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
Couldn't remember if you had seen it or not, but
I did, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the other ones you've been posting, too. I try to like them.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times I'm in the middle of driving, though, when I see that it pops up on my phone, and then I forget about it.
I loved all the replies, though. Like Jake with the picture of Homelander from The Boys, the weird superhero show on Amazon. Homelander sitting in the theater all dead-faced, and he's like, "You when Kirk trots out next year." I was like, that's valid. And then he posted the Michael Jordan crying, holding the trophy picture where it says, "I used to pray for times like these." And he goes, "But this is also you when Teddy signs with the Vikings." Yep, you right. I used to pray for times like those. Mm-hmm. Miller Football's response is the best, though. It's the picture of the guy from Breaking Bad, Walter White, that's his name. The bald guy with the goatee sitting in the back of that SUV just screaming. That was his reply. I was like, The Dream, his reply is just screaming, which is valid. I mean, imagine being a Bears, Packers, or Lions fan and knowing you have to face Lamar Jackson with Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a scary set. It's just like all the people I've seen posting pictures of Lamar in a Lions uniform. I don't want to see that, because that guarantees the Vikings ain't winning shit for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Give me Lamar.
Vikings need to get some O-line.
Yeah. We need O-line. A lot, and I don't know where we get it.
Same with the Bills. Bills need an O-line. Maybe another... I don't know what to say about Bills right now. I've definitely dropped Josh Allen from number 3 to number 5, that's for sure.
I think...
As far as QBs.
So I've been trying to think with that. Mahomes is obviously 1. If you have anyone else at 1, you're stupid. Like, I'm not even gonna try to be like, well, you can have different opinions. No, if Mahomes isn't your quarterback 1, you're just stupid and don't know football. Like, stop trying to be different just to be different. Like, stop it. Then I don't know. Probably Joe Burrow 2.
Burrow, yeah, that's what I had. I had Burrow 2.
I'm going Jalen Hurts at 3 right now.
Jalen Hurts 3, Trevor Lawrence 4, Josh Allen 5.
Ooh, you got Allen over Herbert. That's interesting.
Ooh.
That's interesting. But I get it because when it comes to those two, I love the people who are like, well, what the fuck has Josh Allen ever done when talking about stuff? When it comes to Herbert, you get a much bigger what the fuck has he ever done? Made the playoffs once and blew a 27-point lead. That's not ideal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel confident with that lineup right there. I mean,
I think, yeah, Herbert and Josh Allen, that's going to be the question for next year is which guy is the guy.
Right.
And hopefully, since Josh should actually be healthy next year, maybe.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Right? Hopefully he can get back to what he was early in the season before the Vikings broke him. I stand by that fumble is what broke him. Not the actual. He was injured and wasn't playing perfectly before that, but I think that broke him a little bit mentally.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's just the way I viewed it. Because he seemed to just totally fuck off after that and regress back to year 2. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. He had a few good games, but I don't know. I'm worried about his elbow because if I know anything about that injury, is it can get to where it's just a reoccurring injury all the time.
Yep, he will probably eventually have to have Tommy John surgery like a baseball player.
Yep. Yeah, that sucks for a quarterback, especially him. But
yeah, because it'll kill your arm. Look at what happened to Big Ben.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That just is the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. It's weird to me that people are always like, well, it's because he runs a lot. It's like, no. Most of the time when quarterbacks get hurt, it's because they're standing in the pocket and they get hit from behind or, just get sideswiped by a 300 and some pound man, But I don't know. I feel like next year's going to be a weird freaking year of football again.
Oh, I don't want to put this expectation out there yet, but I think there's a very high likelihood the Lions are one of the 5 best teams in football next year, and I hate it. I hate it.
Yep. You're gonna regret those deals that the Vikings did with the Lions.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't know.
Dude, fuck you if you think anybody they're going to draft in the second round is better than TJ Hawkinson. Fuck you. There's no shot. You're not drafting a top 5 player at their position in the latest part of the second round. That's going to be pick, what is that going to be? 65? I want to say 55. Either way, 55 players in, they're not finding somebody better than Hawk. They just aren't.
True.
They just aren't. Now, if they package that second round pick into a deal to the Ravens for Lamar, that'll hurt. But also, it wouldn't have mattered.
I never thought of that.
It wouldn't matter whether they had our pick or not. They would have gone and got Lamar either way.
Right.
It's just 2 seconds this year instead of a first next year might be a big thing for the Ravens because you could go all in.
Yeah.
If I'm the Lions, what do they have? NFL draft order. I don't remember. Because that Rams pick is 10th? Oh, sorry, I was wrong. It'll be pick 54. I keep forgetting there's only 31 picks in the first round this year.
Yeah.
But no, if you called up the Ravens right now, if you were Detroit, you called them up, said, we'll give you the 6th pick, the 18th pick, our own second rounder, and the Vikings second rounder, and then a first next year. That's a done deal. You got Lamar, and you're not even that hindered for that long. It's not like you're without picks for 3, 4, 5 years. You're without picks for 2.
And you have Lamar.
and your roster is already really good.
Yep.
You got to package Jared Goff to make the money work, which is fine because then the Ravens get Jared Goff. They pick Will Levis, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson at 1 overall, so they have their future guy. So they can use Goff for a year, let the young guy develop. It would work for both teams. I just hate the idea of it happening because I don't want to have to face Lamar twice a year. I really don't. You zoned out there, buddy.
Yeah, I was just thinking about a thing I seen earlier today.
Oh no.
This guy was pretending to be a Bills fan. So he would go. So there's I'm on on Facebook. There's a Buffalo Bills page or whatever that's followed by 200,000 plus people or whatever.
Okay.
And this one guy commented on there that was like, F Josh Allen. We need to get rid of him and
trade him to Minnesota for Kirk. I dare you.
Well, he's like, we need to get rid of him. Hell, I don't even care if we pull Tom Brady out of retirement or something. And I was like, what the? That doesn't even. So I clicked on his profile or whatever and scrolled down, and he had can't remember what it was, like a Steelers. He had a bunch of Steelers stuff. He's like a Steelers fan. And he was just going on to a Buffalo Bills page to try and stir trouble. But I was all confused and pissed off there for a second. What are you talking about? Are you? And he did a pretty good job. He got a whole bunch of people all riled up, calling him all kinds of how dumb are you? And most people like Josh Allen at Buffalo Bills. Sure we didn't win, but I mean still, they've had the record since they picked him up has been astronomical compared to what they have been. So,
yeah,
I mean, at least you can say you're winners. I mean,
it's like I've said before. It's Josh Allen's play style. It's too much Favre. It really is. You are probably gonna win one with him just because he's too goddamn talented. But you're not gonna get from Josh Allen what you're getting out of Mahomes right now. You just aren't. Why?
Right.
Because in 95% of the games he plays, Patrick Mahomes plays a perfect game of football. Josh Allen's done that twice in 4 years. That just is what it is. That's what makes Mahomes that guy.
Yeah.
Is you go into the game against the Eagles, where in the second half you have 1 incompletion. You needed to come back and you have 1 pass that's not caught. Yeah, what the fuck are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask you, what do you think about 2 years in a row having play? I wouldn't say game making, game changing.
No, I think the people get a little wild. I know what you're going to say. Sorry, I'm jumping in because I want to yell. But yeah, 2 years in a row, the Super Bowl got decided, the end of the game at least got decided by the refs on holding calls that, while yes, they were holding. My bigger issue was not that, well, you just can't call that because it's late in the game. No, you could if you had called it all game.
Right,
but all game, you were letting both teams get away with it. Grabs, pushing, shoving, hand fighting. That was all allowed all game. And then why was that the only penalty?
That one was a very low grade hold compared to the rest of the fucking game.
At least I was 100% wrong. So the thing everybody kept talking about, you saw all my tweets about it on Twitter with the screenshots of it. That's not what they called a hold on. It was his other hand. We just got actual NFL Films video of it. His right hand at about the same time is hooked underneath his shoulder pads grabbing onto him. So it clearly was a hold. You could not see it from any angle on television, though.
Right.
Which definitely didn't help people.
Yeah.
If you already had this other angle and you knew people were throwing a fit over it, why not just show it then? That would have changed a lot of people's minds. Like, oh, he actually did hold. Ah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I just think it sucks because, one, the refs, you just got to call a consistent game. Even if you're not going to call it correct, call it consistent. If you're not calling the plays like that for 59 minutes, don't call them in the last one. Like, that's just how that should go. Now, if you're calling everything by the book, then absolutely you keep calling it. You just got to be consistent with how you're calling the game. That is the most important thing, and that is the biggest issue with that play this year. The Logan Wilson play last year. They weren't consistent with what they were doing the rest of the day. Had they stayed consistent, nobody cares. Now, I'm sure there would be some riled up fans somewhere, except I don't know where Kansas City fans would have got riled up. What would you have called a hold? Because we didn't find out until today about the other camera angle.
Right.
So for 4 days, there was nothing.
Yeah.
Like, nah. But.
Yeah. I think that's just the biggest thing. The reffing, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. All everybody wants is consistency. You know? And, you know, I know that, you know, as a ref, things happen faster in person than on camera.
Yep.
But still, I mean...
So hear me out. This is my wacky idea for how we fix refs. The XFL has done this in the past, where there was always a guy who reviewed every play. He was sitting there with an Xbox controller, because everybody knows how that shit works in Madden, so they implemented the same shit for this guy, and they just take an extra, I think their play clock is 30 seconds on average instead of 25, and they take the extra time to have the guy look at it and relay to the refs, hey, you got this wrong, hey, there was a penalty, hey, this wasn't actually a penalty, hey, this. The NFL needs to do that. But instead of hiring random referees who are going to have a bias into it or could be paid off, what if you hired former players, gave them a stepping stone to getting into the NFL in that way as officials? Now, if it was a former player, like, sure, you don't want Brady running the Buccaneers or the Patriots cameras, right? Because he'd have bias for those teams, obviously. But you could have Brady do the Vikings. He doesn't give a shit, you know? Like there wouldn't be bias there. It would just be an NFL player who knows how the game works being able to make these decisions quickly on the fly.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully next year we don't have. I mean, this year was horrible. Awful. When it comes to wrestling, like just absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
there was no consistency at all. And one thing I think we really need to get rid of is the roughing the passer crap. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you can tell when something's blatant and when somebody tries to not hurt somebody. Like,
and I think, see, the roughing the passer one's weird because they took it too far for sure, but also, like, I don't know. That's a tough rule to dictate, so I don't know about that one. They got to fix the catch rule too, though.
That too, yeah, that's another one. Yeah. This is a catch, but the exact same catch made by this guy, that's not a catch, nope.
Right? It's just the fumble in the Super Bowl that turned out not to be a fumble. That was a catch and a fumble.
Right. Not only did he take like 3 steps after he caught the ball.
He turned. Like, The thing is, if on the sideline the rule is going to be 2 feet, why can't that be the rule everywhere else?
Right.
Also, I think we got to stop with the reviews where we slow the video down to 1 frame a second and we watch the ball go from here to here, so it's incomplete. No, if it looks like a catch to the naked eye and like dude possessed it and then, well, when he hit the ground, it moved a little. I'm not saying, it obviously hit the ground and popped out of his hands. I'm saying he had both hands on it, but it moves a little. That's a catch.
Right. He caught the football.
The Devonta Smith catch in the NFC Championship game that everybody was like, that wasn't a catch. Even he was saying it because he was doing the hand signals. That should be a catch. That should be. I'm sorry. The ball moved half an inch while he was diving to the floor. Actually, even by the NFL's current rules, he took 2 steps and dove forward. But either way, like, we got to fix the catch rule and the roughing the passer for sure. They're probably going to ban the QB sneak the way the Eagles run it with the guys pushing from behind. I hate that. I'm sorry. Just because teams aren't good enough to stop a play. And that's not even fair. We talked about this on Run the North. It's not all QB sneaks that are unstoppable. Literally in the game of the year this year, we watched Kirk Cousins fail the QB sneak twice. And immediately Josh Allen get the ball and on the first play, run a QB sneak and fumble the ball. The only time it works the way the Eagles do it is because the Eagles have one of the greatest offensive lines we've ever seen, a running quarterback who can squat 600 pounds. I'm sorry that Jalen Hurts is just a monster. But no, the thing is, when nobody else has been able to do it the way the Eagles do it, that's just because they're incredibly good at it. We don't need to ban things because people are good at it. We don't need to ban shit because some fan base cries about it. Like we did last year when the Bills cried about the overtime rules, which makes no sense. The Bills are happy. We got the rule changed to what we wanted it. And had the rules been what they were this year for the overtime in the playoffs, last year when the Chiefs played the Bills, guess what? The Bills still lose 100% guaranteed. Because when your defense can't get a stop, when the Chiefs win that toss, they go score that touchdown. Cool. Well, Josh Allen gets it back. Cool. He goes and scores a touchdown. Guess what? The Bills defense couldn't do anything to stop it. So Mahomes just goes and scores again. You're just forcing 2 extra drives to get people hurt because you were mad that 50% of your football team couldn't do their job. I never understood that. Overtime is not this, they got to be on offense, so it's unfair. No, both teams were on the field. You were supposed to have the best defense in football. Not our fault.
Right. It's a team sport. It's not. You can't pick and choose. Well, our team's only half good, so we're gonna change the rules to make it so that team has a better chance.
I'd be okay with that. The Vikings would win every game.
Right. No shit.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. Everyone's coming around on Kirk Cousins right now, and I love it. The guy, I still have my problems with him as a QB. But like Miller Football's like, I just hate him. He's corny. It's like, dude, you're corny. What the fuck are you talking about? But no, it was everybody has started to love Kirk because of him singing at the NFL Honors about Brady retiring. 1-7, been to 10. Now that he's gone, maybe Kirk can win. Is so good.
Do you think he's going to stay in retirement this time?
I don't know. That's why I haven't talked about Brady. I refuse to. I will acknowledge his retirement when I don't see him on a football field.
Fair. That's kind of what I was thinking.
He announced his retirement on literally the same day last year. Like, dog. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I'm sure there's football at the senior center.
I'm not.
On TV, anyway.
Well, I think you're forgetting he signed that deal with Fox last year to go be a play-by-play guy.
Mm-hmm.
He signed a deal that was worth almost as much as he made in 23 years in the NFL. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like he's going to be worse off after he gets out of the NFL.
Right? Oh, man.
I don't know. Interesting year, I gotta say.
There's no way. How? That's so weird. I'm sorry. So the Rockies have only been a baseball team since 1993. Right? Coors Field, which opened in 1995, is now the third oldest ballpark in the National League. Why?
How is that a thing?
The Dodgers and Cubs are the only two teams with older stadiums than the Rockies. And what's fucked up is the Rockies still have one of the 10 best stadiums in all of baseball. Like, it's genuinely great. I love Coors. Everybody loves Coors. The only issue with Coors, it's not the price. It's not anything other than the event security people.
Mm-hmm.
They're like genuinely shit at their jobs. They're just awful. Constantly. No, we can't let you walk down to your seat right now. It's the middle of an inning. Okay? You could get hit by a baseball walking down there. I could get hit by a baseball while I'm sitting down there too, dumb fuck. What the fuck are we doing? I paid for the seat. Get out of my way. Sorry, we can't let you be back here, in this 10-foot walkway trying to catch foul balls. You're not allowed to. Since when? What the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
We can't let you bring your glove down into the stands. What the fuck do you mean? Why'd they let me walk through security then? I get it. You get like an ounce of power and it just goes right to your head, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it.
They didn't make it as cops, so here they are.
I mean, I guess you see me in D&D, so maybe that's accurate. An ounce of power and it goes straight to your head. Only that's not true. I normally get forced to turn evil. And so, yes, that goes straight to my head. I'm now evil. The amount of good
you and I will have to talk about
the new game you guys started.
Yeah, well, and some of the things that I have turned into the new pick-on guy since you're not there.
Oh, I'm so glad. Maybe I won't come back. Maybe I won't come back at all.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I want to finish the fucking Star Wars story.
Yeah.
I need to.
Don't know when that's ever going to happen, but
I don't know. I feel like once I call Dan and talk about maybe coming back, I'm sure that'll convince him to. Actually, I'm just going to wait until the world convinces them for me.
Right.
What is it, 3 weeks until Mando Season 3 comes out? Once they get back in the Star Wars headspace, Dan will want to kick it back off, and then I'll call him and be like, here's the plan for what I want to do for my character. I want to come back as soon as you're ready to do this game. I'm not coming back for any other game. I want to do this game. Let's work it out. When can we go?
Right.
Which, whatever day I call him about that, I'm going to have to talk to you because I need you there. You're important. Mm-hmm. You're important. Yeah. I'm scheming. I know
you are.
No, I'm letting the world know your man is cooking something up. And it is incredibly fucked up. It's going to be wonderful.
Uh-huh.
You should not give the guy with a high IQ. You shouldn't tell him he's evil now. Because I'm good at it.
Mm-hmm.
When you make the DM of your role-playing games go, holy fuck, you're evil, and like actually like give you a look like, what the fuck? you know you're doing something right. It was
Yep.
for this plan, too. It fucked him up when I told him this idea. It's like, fuck your evil. Yeah. Yeah. You want me
The
to play
bad
the
part is
villain?
I'm going to be a part of it.
I hope so.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
We shall see.
Well, I'll never know. You could tell me you're part of it and then betray me. Well, you could try to betray me. We'll see how that goes for you.
Well, it just depends on how things transpire.
Right? That's fair.
Because
Yeah.
it'll also depend on the actions of the group I'm in too. So
Right? Yeah. But it's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
yeah,
I've only
I'm
been
a little bit
scheming it up for like 6 months now, so that's not
Yeah.
even true. It's almost been a year.
yeah.
I've been scheming.
We've been stuck on D&D, and now we're playing other games like Aliens, and
What the fuck's this new shit you're playing?
yeah, it's basically like Aliens, only it's like the what game? What the?
Is it
what's that
Shadowrun?
damn- No, well, is that the one that's kind of like what's that video
Cyberpunk?
game? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So it's basically Shadowrun, but we're playing it like Aliens.
Oh.
So it's a D6 system.
Oh. Well, no, Shadowrun's a decent. Are you just playing Shadowrun?
I get, yeah, technically.
No, like, I mean, is the book you're using for character creation and shit Shadowrun?
I'm not sure what book they're using.
Because Shadowrun is just a D6 system. Like, entirely. Oh,
Yeah.
as far as I know, it always has been. I think.
Oh.
Maybe I'm going insane.
I think we're just playing Shadowrun, but we called it Aliens. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a branch of Shadowrun that was called Aliens. I don't know.
No.
Either way,
Okay. What the fuck is that? It's called Shadowlands.
Yeah.
I looked at what the pictures that he sent of the lists of cybernetics and shit
Mhm.
at what wiki he was on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so it's a fantasy flight games game. So the people who made the Star Wars game we played.
Uh-huh. It's kind
Really?
of got a Star Wars feel to it, only it's a D6 system.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's pretty fun.
Wait, that's not right, actually. Maybe. I'm confused. Just so you know.
I don't know. We've been playing so many
Doesn't
different
matter.
crap lately, so
That's
I've just got to. My binder, my folder that you gave me is like this thick now with characters, so.
that was part of my problem with all of the gaming groups lately.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sick of we finally get into a story, you finally get attached to your character, figure out how to play it, figure out what you want to do. I'm
Switch games.
bored. Let's switch games. I'm over that. That's
Right.
why instead of switching games, we're taking this short break from our Twitch D&D sessions because I don't want to pick different characters or do anything weird. Most
Right.
well,
We
most
still
of
got-
that's just as
We
a
still got a
crew.
lot to do with what we have now. It's just a matter of getting everybody available.
Yeah, that's been part of the biggest issue.
Like, we're
It's-
really just scratching the surface with these games if we wanted to.
Yeah, I think
You're the DM, but
Vampire's not going to get as deep as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I hate to say this because you've heard me say that Vampire is my favorite role-playing game ever.
uh-huh.
5th edition fucking sucks.
It really does. I am not a fan. I
No,
didn't
I'm
play
done.
very much.
I
didn't play very much of the what is it, 3rd edition?
technically we used to play the 20th anniversary edition. I don't know where
Whatever.
that falls in, but
That one was so much better.
yes.
I mean, they just got rid of a whole bunch of shit with the 5th edition and then just threw it out there and said, "Here you go."
Yeah,
And it sucks.
they got rid of a bunch of stuff. They changed all of the mechanics to be worse.
Yeah.
Like it sucks
It's
because I
less
love
like,
Vampire.
I understand what they were trying to do because it's a heavily role playing game. I get it.
Yeah.
They were basically trying to just make it so that it's more based off of the DM's imagination.
Okay, but if you
But
wanted to do that, don't implement shitty systems and just say
right,
it's up to you as a DM.
like especially when it comes to like weapons and stuff, like the new one, it's just like you have very little selection of weapons where it actually tells you what you can do with them and what they do for
And
damage.
it doesn't even
The other
tell
one
you the
was
whole story. Remember?
yeah,
Because there was that weird thing where it's like was it reload? One of the things of what you're supposed to know, it's a stat that matters for the gun. But nowhere in the book does it talk about what that stat does. It's incredible. It's
it was
awful.
it was what it did for damage.
Oh yeah, it just doesn't tell you how damage works at all. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's incredibly awful. Like I think genuinely I'm going to talk to you guys about it, but I'm over running that game. I love Vampire. If we want to run a 20th anniversary edition sometime maybe.
right.
But 5th edition is just so awful.
Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying our D&D.
Oh, our D&D game is so good.
Yeah, that one's doing really good.
It's a good group of people too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But if we want to do vampires later on with the 20th, anniversary, I'd be down for that. But
yeah,
I mean, that'd probably be a while before.
But I also just want to get this vampire game wrapped up here soon. And I think for now, I just want to run that D&D game. We can do it every other Friday, the same as we have been.
Right. Yeah.
Because we have to. But I think I just want to run that game. It's more fun. I'm not going to say the story's better because I think I was building something really cool for the vampire game.
Oh yeah.
And maybe what we should just do is just
vampires.
chop, and then if we ever come back to Vampire, we pick up with the 20th anniversary edition and just continue with like the same characters and story. Though we will have to rebuild the characters based on the 20th anniversary rules because they're better. But but
we could do it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just going to take a bunch of time to get everything swapped over.
Yeah, I think though
Once
eventually
it's swapped over, the storyline will be fine.
Oh yeah. I think though here within the next couple of weeks we need to get in a call, me, you, Brackle, Eero, figure out the moves for that one. Everybody just keeps telling me, you're the DM, make the decision. It's like, yeah, but you guys are the players. I only matter if you guys want to be there.
Right.
Like,
right.
Your guys' opinions are important.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, yeah. I just said a couple weeks. Just give it a couple weeks. I think everybody will be ready to come back. And
Entity's got his computer fixed, so that's one good step. We're already not doing this week because Jedi took overtime. Obviously, we're off next week. So we'll see. Maybe in 2 weeks, maybe. Or maybe we just go on a full month, give a full little hiatus. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll just see where we're sitting after next week.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just going to keep moving forward with that one because they're just tough. And then we got to talk because, like, one thing I know I noticed, and I know at one point Eero had noticed, those streams just don't do good.
Yeah, we had one stream that did pretty good.
Yeah. Well, on my end, kind of.
End.
And that was, but it wasn't that, it's not like the numbers were there. It's just Bradley was in chat the whole night.
Well, I mean, we had numbers too. I mean, shit, we had.
Oh, that night. Yeah, you're right.
We had 20 fucking viewers that one night.
My bad. Forgot about that night. That's right. But it's weird. I don't know. It's one of those things, It's one of those things.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like playing it whether we're streaming it or not.
Right. So.
I don't stream it, but
right.
I haven't streamed much of anything lately, but hopefully
right
this summer I'll have, once I get the water regulated and, I'm only working 3 hours a day, I'm going to have a lot of time throughout the rest of my day to actually sit down and stream. So
hopefully by then some good multiplayer games exist.
Oh shit. Come on, interesting games.
Life, yeah. Okay. I want to look upcoming video games. I want to know notable video game releases. Returnal just came out. Um, okay, hold the phone. Upcoming video games 2023. GameSpot, what do you got for me? That's January. That's February. All right, these are the games that come out starting tomorrow. Do any of these... What kind of sucks is if I've never heard of it, just scrolling through this list where there's no information is not going to help me. So, got to be hoping for, I guess, something I've heard of, which the odds aren't great. Wow, they're making a Peaky Blinders video game. That's interesting. Yeah, so far I'm not
Not impressed.
not really. God of Rock. Nice. I'm sure that's going to be great. Dead Island 2 comes out in April. Jedi Fallen Order 2 comes out. Oh, is that game multiplayer? God, I hope so. Redfall. I remember we watched this last year during, God, what? One of those events where they show off video games. I don't fucking remember which one. But Redfall. Oh, it is multiplayer, so that's good. It's a Bethesda game, so it is going to be buggy as a motherfucker off bat. That's just the rules. That part kind of sucks. It will require an always online connection. You can't play even the single player without being connected to the internet. That's garbage.
Yeah, but that's the way a lot of games are going these days. So
I know, but I hate it.
Yeah, just hopefully I have good enough internet to be able to still keep up with you.
Right.
So
okay,
I'll probably be moved out by then.
I just want to know. I can't remember what Redfall was. All right, I'm gonna do this a little differently. Redfall. All right, the Bethesda website. Hopefully, it has information. Redfall is an open world co-op FPS from Arcane Austin. That's the studio. The award-winning team behind Prey and Dishonored. It is the island town of Redfall, Massachusetts is under siege by a legion of vampires who have blocked out the sun and cut the citizens off from the outside world. Explore the open world and immerse yourself in a deep story campaign as you unravel the mystery behind the vampire's appearance. Ally with a handful of survivors against the creatures threatening to bleed the town dry. I think that one could be fun.
That sounds fun.
It's like a zombie survival game, but with vampires. Fun. Like that one I'm excited for. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Don't know if it'll be co-op. Excited for it. Fuck, I just lost my GameSpot list. I clicked the wrong button.
Baton.
Yes. All right, go back. Okay, there we go. Let's see what else we got here. This is not going well with the ideas. Apparently 0 games are coming out in September, October, November, and December. So that's good. No, but I think we're just going to have to kind of watch for games that we could play. Going to have to keep an eye out because Call of Duty sucks.
Right.
We're not even getting another Call of Duty this year. We're sticking with Modern Warfare 2 for another full year, if I remember correctly. There is not going to be a standalone COD game this year, which is wild. That's never happened.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll take some time and actually make a good game.
Doubt it.
doubt it, but I just want
Hasn't
another
happened since
Blackout.
they haven't made a good game since Black Ops 3. Why? Because they stopped giving the teams that work on the games any actual attention. All the attention is only on Warzone, which is still awful, by the way, which makes no sense. How do you dedicate 4 entire studios to working on your shitty battle royale, and it sucks? I mean, you took all the money away from zombies 10 years. That's not true. But starting in Black Ops 4, you took all the money away from zombies to give to this. You're barely making campaigns so you can add more shit to Warzone. Fuck, the people who spent $70 on Modern Warfare 2 are getting less content, less new maps than the people who play Warzone are getting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how shitty of a company you have to be to give more stuff out to the people who play the game for free than the people who actually spent money on your shitty bullshit? Oh my God. Dude, I don't know what's up with these publishers. Activision Blizzard sucks. EA right now sucks. At this point, I think EA has like banned me from existing in their world. It's pretty sad. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't get emails from them anymore. I don't get talked to by them anymore. Oh, I was about to be pissed, but it tried to log me in as the wrong thing. Why am I logged in a different account? I was trying to log into my EA stuff. It just wouldn't let me. It was like, you're logged in under this email. It's like, no, I'm not. But yeah, no, they don't. I don't think they were very happy with the Madden video I put out last week.
Well, it's constructive criticism.
Because I know that my EA rep watched that. I know.
Well, I mean, if you want people to endorse your game,
yep,
make a good fucking game.
Yep.
So
sorry, I'm not going to lie to
pretend
people.
like you like something if it's not,
right?
Even though it's bad, you're going to say, hey, this is a bad game.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. That's your job, is to inform people.
Yep.
That this is a shitty game. This needs to change.
Uh-huh. But still kind of sucks, but is what it is. My integrity is more important than getting paid by EA, I guess.
Yeah.
But, man, it's just wild, though. But, one day. Oh, yeah, I forgot I used a screenshot of Josh Allen in Madden for the for the thing. The thumbnail. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, if you guys are seeing this episode of the podcast right now, go over to my YouTube channel. Go check out my scouting report on Bijan Robinson, running back out of Texas. Mm-hmm. Holy fuck, is he good, dude? Oh my God. He's incredible. It's wild. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to yell about? No?
Not tonight, anyway.
Me either. I'm tired. It's big sad. Yeah. I gotta go get this uploaded so I can go to bed, and then I gotta stream tomorrow. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I'm not too busy, maybe I'll pull up your stream on my phone and stuff.
I don't know if that's smart.
Why?
I don't know. Pulling up my stream in front of your lady friend, that's a good way to get yourself kicked out.
Well, she already knows about it, so.
Doesn't matter that she knows. Actually having to listen to the things we say and do is a whole different can of worms.
She wants to look up the cooking videos and stuff on YouTube that we've done.
So send them to her.
That's why I said go to the Geek Slays and...
Yeah, but you know how YouTube is. You try to search for me and you don't find me, so...
I never seem to have any issues.
It's because you're subbed to me.
Well, right, but anybody else that's tried and wanted to look, I
Oh.
just tell them your name, and usually you type it in. Usually you're the first one or two that pops up. I just tell them look for the lightsabers.
Oh, god damn it, Wonder. We fucked up.
Huh?
We fucked up.
How?
Apparently we were supposed to go to the movies tonight.
We
Apparently.
were?
I didn't buy tickets, but yes, we were supposed to go.
Oh yeah.
Apparently Quantumania came out today and I didn't know that.
Forgot all about that.
So hey, what time do you gotta travel to that place you're going tomorrow?
I'll probably leave here by like 10.
You should postpone by a couple hours. I don't know. I don't even know when the earliest showing is. Hold on. Let's see if that's even true.
Probably like 3 or something.
No, there's an 11 a.m. one.
Oh.
You want to go catch a movie at 11 a.m.?
Well, I told her I was going to be there by a certain time.
Ah, you fucker. All right. All right. All right.
If I had not already made plans to be there and do stuff at a certain time,
I don't
then
know.
I would definitely, because that actually wouldn't have been too bad, because we would have just taken separate vehicles and I would
Yep.
just headed up from
Yep.
where we were watching the movies. So
Yep. God damn it. I wish I would have known though, because we could have figured that out somehow.
Yep.
I just
If I
totally,
would've known.
I don't know why I thought it came out so much farther down the line, but I did.
I don't know.
So, gonna have to figure that one out. Shit, we
Yeah.
might have to go see it on Monday.
Yeah.
Might have to. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh
I have
no,
volleyball on
can't.
Mondays.
And stream because
Yeah.
you can't get there before 4, and
Nope.
neither of us want to go to a movie after 8 on a Monday.
Yeah.
So, I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna go see Quantumania. Gonna have to figure that out soon though,
Yeah, that's true.
because the
Otherwise,
internet's
they're
gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, Wonder.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just go tomorrow afternoon. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just have to watch it another time, I guess.
maybe next weekend, unless you've already
Yeah.
made plans.
No, not as of right now. So next weekend I should hopefully be free of most things. So
Well, maybe we'll
see.
go then. But
Yeah,
but yeah,
sounds good.
I think
I think
that's
I'm gonna
gonna.
go to bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's it for us. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.